Hey everyone, today I'm going to be comparing and contrasting Chipotle's chicken burrito versus Qdoba's chicken burrito. So let us begin. So I got them both delivered. I have to say that the one from Qdoba is a little bit less, manageable, but honestly this one's also kind of in rough shape too. So that's just kind of what you get when you deliver. This one is definitely way more heavier than this one. They both have the same things. I got chicken, white rice, black beans, pico de gallo, salsa roja, sour cream, cheese, lettuce. What else did I get? Also guacamole, and finally queso. The Chipotle one cost around $23 and the Qdoba one cost around $19. So let's see how much each one of them actually weighs. So this one's first is the Qdoba one. We are at 522 grams, which is in ounces, 18.4. And then for the Chipotle one, we are at 27.8 and 783. So there is a massive difference in terms of the sizes. And honestly, for the pricing, you can figure out if it's worth it. I tried to do a little bit of math, somewhere around here. But yeah, there is a massive difference. Next, let's open them up. So I will start with Qdoba. Okay. Here you go. Looks nice, looks nice. And here is the Chipotle one. So side by side, they look exactly the same, which I would expect because, they have both the same ingredients more or less. But of course, it's kind of how they do it is differently. So let's see if there's actual different tastes or if it tastes the same. Okay, let's start off with Qdoba. That's what it looks like. And let's see how it tastes. And now let's try Chipotle. Okay, I've had enough of these burritos to give my opinion. So number one, I do think size does matter in this situation. The Chipotle one just had way more, actual ingredients in it. There was a great amount of the queso, a little bit of the guac. Actually, looking at this, is barely any of the guac. Whereas there is a lot of guac on this one. I also don't see a lot of the queso in the Qdoba, but there was a lot of queso in the Chipotle one. For the Qdoba one, there was definitely way more rice, which of course means less actual ingredients, versus of course the Chipotle one, which I felt like had a lot more of the actual fillings, which was really, really nice. This one was slightly sour. I couldn't really tell. I think it was mostly probably the salsa roja. But this one did not have that. I don't think there was a lot of, actually I think they kind of missed the salsa roja on this one, which is probably why it did not taste as sour. When it came to the actual chicken itself, honestly, because of all the ingredients I put in, and especially the guac and the queso, you really could not taste the chicken enough to be like, oh, there's differences. I really think they both just taste like, good adobo chicken, nothing to write home about. Again, probably because of all the fillings I had, but that's how it goes sometimes. With all that being said, I do think that Chipotle barely beats out Qdoba. Just in terms of size, yes, it's a little bit more expensive, but I do think it is worth it. And then also just the fillings itself just, made it a lot. Also, Sebastian is making a grand appearance. But more or less, with all being said, they were both good. I enjoyed both of them. They are going to be good lunches. And again, I just think that because of the fillings, Chipotle does, pip it out. But sadly, for both of the companies, I feel like it really is kind of who's preparing it, how good a movie are, how stressed are they? And sometimes, Qdoba might win and sometimes Chipotle might win. But in this situation, because of the size and the fillings, I would say Chipotle wins. But I will both enjoy these. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, goodbye.